All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all you War Commander people out there, welcome to this rendition of War Commander Unshackled. And I pulled a noob, forgot to mute YouTube. So tonight on my panel, I have one important person. You all know who it is. It is Rambo.
Yo, yo, yo.
So tonight is a time for changes near. So with that being said, hang on.
What do we got out there?
So with that, one person just got banned because I know who it is. Yes, Katrina Edwards, I know who you are. So your name is out there in YouTube. Their chats are recorded and reproduced. So do what you want. I don't care. With that being said, so Rambo, what do you think of so far with the gameplay and the server coming back up? How was your getting back into the game normal for you? A little laggy? What?
No, everything seems to be normal, surprisingly. Usually you have some kind of bugs, but I haven't come across any yet.
Yeah, I know they did take the game down again for a second time due to some issues. But they supposedly fixed all those right now, and it is what it is. So, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to start off with the update notes for tonight.
Sounds good.
And the patch notes and everything else that's been going on so far. So let me screen share that out so that everybody can see it. Where to go? There it is. So your patch notes, Commander, the following changes and fixes have been applied on Wednesday, today. Now this feature is coming soon, so be aware. A successful attack on an alliance mate will result in loss of infamy for the defender. So that means if you hit your clanmate's base, guess what? You're getting infamy now. It used to be 0. I like that idea. So, next one. Voluntarily deactivating damage protection will result in your base being unable to re-enter damage protection for 5 minutes.
Oh, a little bit helps.
Yes, I like that too.
I'd like to see that a little longer.
Maybe 10 minutes.
10 to 15.
10 to 15 would be prudent. I'd like that too. So, in other words, if you pop your bubble, guess what? You can't go back into it for 5 minutes now. I do not know if you will get infamy off them if you still 1-star, 2-star, or 3-star them. I will ask that in Discord and find out more information when it becomes available and let you all know on our page. Okay, so now something else that's going to be coming. A small amount of infamy can be gained by destroying enemy platoons. So those of you that like to surround your base with plats and have plats out on the map somewhere, well, if they get destroyed, they're going to get some infamy off you regardless.
Be a lot of sniping now.
Yes, I don't see a lot of people, who are using their alt accounts and whatnot, surrounding their base so that way they don't lose their precious infamy. Don't like that idea, but it is what it is. It is coming soon. Don't know when. Maybe the next maintenance or major update release. So with that being said, content changes. The June Gear Store update. You'll have Max and Roland Tech plus much more is now available.
Oh yeah.
So the following bases are now blitzable. Your Prophet Boss base, your Omega Titan, your Omega Herald, and Omega Sandstorm. This is the next step I think they're taking. Now, you don't have to do the blitz. That's up to you on how much it costs. So some bases are cheap, some bases aren't. But you get your prize and the next prize that comes up.
Every bit helps. I wasn't too thrilled about the Max ones, but the Roland ones are, I think, going to be good.
All right, your following bug fixes have been applied. Realigning the power bar efficiency, making it for better accuracy. They made the blitz icon smaller to increase the visibility on the world map. In your 75 thorium, your spawned units will now appear next to the thorium mine instead of the middle of the base. Why that happened, I don't know. Maybe people, their platoons were just going crazy. What do you think of so far of the fixes?
I'd like to say I haven't seen any of the changes yet, but when they come across, I'll be able to. I think those are the issues, and let's hope they work well, not affect anything else.
All right. Yeah. Oh, let's get on to the
Thorium 75 problem.
I never had a problem in the 75, honestly. But I guess a few people did, and this was their fix. So,
well, there was a problem.
All right. There's a problem. They will fix it. I mean, they're working on a lot of fixes. You guys got to give it some time for these things to happen. It's not like fixing it can't be fixed in an hour or two. It takes a couple of days, sometimes weeks to fix something. We're all aware of that. So
hopefully there's not a domino effect where you fix one thing and then something else breaks.
That's what they're trying to avoid, where it breaks. You fix one thing and it breaks something else. So they're getting better at it. I'm going to give them that much credit.
I think that's the reason for the delay that we had shut down for longer than it was supposed to be, because they were testing it.
Yep, and it was brought down once again to fix something that came up. So it is that. So let's get on to the June Gear Store update. The store has been updated for June. Your highlights. For the Hydra, you're getting new armor at 250k a pop. What the tempered armor gives you a reduction in fire damage by 90%.
Yeah, 300 for the Omega.
All right, now for the Omega, it is 300k, and you're going to get a fire damage reduction taken up by 90%, and reduction from energy weapons taken up to 30%. You got a new dog collar for Max, 300k. It increases damage to infamy up to 20%, and increases movement speed up to 20%.
Anybody use the dog?
I'm not sure. I don't use him that much, to be quite honest. I mean, I'm sure people out there do use Max. He has his advantages. So you got a new golden whistle at 400k, increases damage to vehicles up to 35%, reduces damage from bunkers and infantry up to 35%.
The aura is going to be good, yeah.
So 1 second. I gotta send somebody the link because they want to come on.
Put that in with a tuna lives or a few other things, and they'll be more effective.
Yep. I mean, Max has his advantages. Don't get me wrong. I mean, he is a pretty stout little unit, especially the single one-time use units that we had. So if you got him maxed and leveled up and got his tech, then it's going to be halfway decent, I think. Okay.
Hope so.
Then, of course, you got his heroic tech. It's 500k. Calls in 5 other dogs at 30% health. Grants an aura that buffs movement speed of liberators by 60%. Grants an aura that buffs movement speed of breachers by 20%. So, in addition, you have Roland for 800k. Good little unit. Disruptors at 95k. Still haven't found a good use for them.
It could be 5k. They're not going to sell.
All right. Plus, in the events, they're giving those things out like candy.
I know.
So, your bone saws are going to be 130k. Breachers are going to be 115k. Tech edition. The P15 sharpener rounds for Roland, 300k. Ground light armor for Roland, 400k. His heroic training, 500k. Nah, I can't pronounce that word. There we go. Trajectory CPU disruptors, 20 for disruptors is 20k. Deflection buffer, deduction buffer for the disruptors, 20k. Voltage modulator for the disruptor, 50K. Flame rig for the disruptor, 50K. Field canvassing for the disruptor, 125K. Polymorphic feedback for the disruptor, 125. Now the rigid rotor for the bone saws is 20K. The articulated rotor is 20K. And the ice cannon is 50K, along with the fire cannon. This is all for the bone saws. Target leading is 125K. Now for your breachers, you have deflection shield at 12.5. Steady shield at 12.5. The resistant gear for the breacher is 31K. Thermal gear is 31K. Steady hand is 78K. The storm is 78K. Now the following has been removed. Your units have been the Adra, the Seeker, and the Chaplain. Ardra Tech has all been removed, all her heroic tech. So if you didn't get it before this maintenance, it'll probably come back out again in a couple of months. Don't worry. Your Seeker Tech has been removed. The side skirts, the overhead armor, light missiles, heavy missiles, artillery drill, OS training. The Chaplain Tech has been removed. The heavy fuel, lightweight fuel, fuel nozzle, wide nozzle, and sprint training. Blackout Tech, engine pivot, draining coil, and drone commander units have all been removed. That's pretty much it for your updates. So
Short list.
So short list, it is what it is. So we got anything out on YouTube as I go back and see? Sorry, Katrina, you are gone once again. We do not allow that kind of stuff here. So, with that being said,
Too quiet out there.
why is power of the units less when in a tune than what? Why is the power of a unit less when it's in a tune than what you see in the tech center? That I don't know, Crash. I'm not sure. We'll have to find out on that one. I mean, I know the power shows power usage. However, when it's in the platoon, it doesn't really affect your power consumption as of right now. I'm pretty sure it will eventually, but while it's in your base, it's using that power.
Power of unit less than the tune. How can you tell what kind of power it has in the tune?
When you
go hovering over it, must be hovering over it.
Yeah, when you go into your look at your units for upgrading, it'll tell you the power consumption. So, Champ, why are you depressed about the game? Come on and tell us.
Don't delete everything.
Yeah, don't delete everything this time. So, what do you think of all these changes to the gear store?
Okay.
Pokemon.
And we got the infamous View and Fear the Peel on the panel now. Guys going to add some livelihood to my panel.
Snuck in the back door.
They snuck in the back.
I will shortly. I'm just in the middle of something right now.
All right. Peel, what do you think of these little changes we've got today?
I haven't read them.
How many times have you logged in this week?
Be so honest.
I think I logged in once to... What did I do? Oh, yeah, I did my upgrades. I'm going to log in now so I can do my my shadow ops. And then log off for next week. Where's my shit? There's the game. There it is. Loading War Commander. I'll be back in 10 minutes.
It won't take you that long to read it, I promise you. It took me like 15 minutes to go over.
Oh, no, read it. So what am I trying to read? Official discussion, downtime release.
All right. So, somebody went from 14 hours a day to 10 minutes. So, but with that being said, So, anybody got any moans, groans, complaints, concerns? Okay. So, with that being said, let's all wish Crash a happy birthday. Let's find out what sector he's in, and let's everybody give him a birthday bubble.
Birthday Crash.
You just have to wait 5 minutes between bubbles. Well, not yet, actually, so never mind.
Yeah, it won't take you that long, I promise.
Or actually, it is now, isn't it? It's now the 5 minute thingy is in effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's already. Yep.
Is it already in effect? It was supposed to come.
Okay. What do you want to know about the updates?
Yeah.
One, I don't care about the updates. I'm still upset about the whole event. I wasn't even able to play the damn event, and Kickside gave me 100 gold.
What was wrong with your event? Why couldn't you play it?
Every time I tried, I got a defeated screen.
Oh.
Every time I tried to hit anything, I got defeated.
I had that.
And they gave me 5 gallons and 5 sharpshooters and 100 gold and a boot in my ass. And you know, everybody knows I have been wanting to quit this game very bad. You know, that just right there. And you know, I told them, I said, well, I'm done with this game. I quit. So they said that. So they gave me 200 more gold. I'm like, what don't you fucking get?
Right.
I mean, I easily go through the event and get 4 million XP, and that's just teetering along, you know, whatever, playing maybe 2 hours a day. If that.
Yeah, if that. I was going to say, if that.
And they give me freaking junk. You know, I mean, a level 20 could get freaking 5 galleon or gallon, whatever the fuck the name is, and 5 sharpshooters. A level 20 could do this. And they give me that. In 7 years, I have not missed an event. In 7 fucking years. Until now. And it wasn't my fault. I tried to fucking play the event. I couldn't. And they give me jack shit.
To be fair, you didn't really miss much.
But that's not the point, though.
I know. Like,
I mean, the point is I missed the event, and they give me a boot in my ass, you know?
Yeah, they should.
That's it.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck about their customers. They don't care. They're sucking every bit of revenue they can out of this thing. It's like this War Commander is like a wet towel right now. They're wringing every bit of fucking last bit of water they can get out of the guys. And then once it's gone, it's fucking done.
To be fair, they've been doing that for a while now. It's why they don't ban cheaters.
Yeah, it's exactly why they don't ban cheaters. How many times you guys seen a cheater that coins get banned? Really?
Gabraham. Marquis.
Yeah, how many times have they come back? How many times have they come back?
Hang on, guys. No naming and shaming, please.
I'll fucking name him and shame him.
Oh, naming and shaming.
But how many times have they come back?
What are they going to do? Come hit my base?
No. They'll remove the show. And that's something I don't want.
Oh, I doubt it.
I think we all know, so they don't have
I mean, it's
they're too busy sucking each other off in the back room.
It's just simple. It's as simple as that. Kids, I don't care about you guys. They care about what's in your fucking wallet. That's all they care about. They don't give a fuck about if you can play an event. They don't care about latency issues. They don't care about the performance. That's the last thing on their list.
Some dude came hit my
on their
base.
list is trying to get more content out there so they can make more money. That's their top priority.
Pretty much.
Why do you think they're shutting off the 69s and the and all that shit? More people can hit. They can make more money.
Well, that is a company's business plan, is to make money, not lose it. But,
Then again, it's your customers happy too. You keep your customers happy, you're gonna make that money. You know?
Exactly.
And they don't give a shit about their customers.
I'll
bring it back. I was going to say, I'll bring it back up with the whole Pokemon thing. They make their customers generally pretty happy.
I mean, look at these big games. It's that's making millions of dollars, and I mean, they keep their customers happy. You know what? People would say, well, you don't ever get a game company given that kind of compensation because this shit never happens in any other game because they know what the fuck they're doing.
Pretty much.
You know, I've had one of the customer service guys say, "Well, you don't got any other game company that gives us that kind of compensation." Well, because this type of shit never happens in any other game. I play World of Warships. Yeah. It never happens in World of Warships. Never.
I could honestly, let's ask this out to YouTube.
Midnight, never. Anything on PS4, never. Anything on Steam, never. Kickstarter don't give a fuck about us. It's simple as that.
Steam has its issues too. Don't get me wrong.
No.
Steam is a platform. Steam's not a game. Steam's a platform.
Yeah. But put that question out to YouTube. If anyone's ever played a game with as many bugs and issues and cheaters and all sorts of shit that we have to deal with playing War Commander or generally any Kickstarter game, put the game you have, to the end of the show.
In more gaming like World of Tanks or World of Warships, World of Planes, if you get caught cheating, there is no, you don't pass go, you don't collect $200. Doesn't matter if you put $5 million into the fucking game. You get caught cheating, they're booting your ass.
That is true. They will boot you. So.
And I mean, on top of Kickstarter,
and you ain't coming back.
No. The only way you're coming back is to create a whole new account.
And most likely on a new IP.
So, but they are working on certain things. As somebody puts it, the ultimate defense, which we've all experienced, the unattackable tunes that stay forever. I'll bring that one up. They are working on the fix for that.
Well, if Kickstarter cared, they would. If Kickstarter cared, they would have started moving this game out of fucking Flash years ago.
Yeah, in all fairness, I think that's the biggest problem, that they're trying to convert an old Flash platform into today's technology, and
it doesn't mix. It's like fucking.
Well, it's tough.
It's like pouring diesel into a Lamborghini. It's not going to fucking run.
They need to just ban the players outright. Just ban them, get rid of them, and they will stop playing eventually. They might keep making accounts for a little while, but eventually they will
they're going to have to coin them up. They're going to have to coin them up, so then Kickstarter make more money.
Yeah,
but they don't think like that. They don't think.
If they're smart and they want to make this is the difference between a great game. Great games and great gaming companies, they grab the fucking cheaters by the balls and they fucking castrate them. Yep. Look at all the great games. They absolutely destroy cheaters. They don't let them. And why? It makes the games good. It makes their player base happy with them. It makes them enjoy playing those games. Because it's bad enough that you have to deal with, like in this, for example, it's bad enough you have to deal with the lag and the glitches and all that shit. But then on top of that, you have to deal with the cheaters. And then what happens? Kickstarter don't care about you. They care more about those cheaters who are giving them a little bit of gold than the honest players that will spend 14 to 15 hours a day playing their game without the gold and trying to at least offer them some kind of help to, if there's a bug or something, they used to report it and shit. They will castrate those players that don't pay anything to Kickstarter as opposed to the cheaters. And that's when you have a real fucking problem.
Like Kickstarter would rather have a cheater that pays $10 a week than a non-cheater that doesn't pay no money.
Exactly.
And that's the difference between a good gaming company and a bad game.
I mean, we can mention so many other games. Look at WoW. Look at other strong games.
Any other game.
Yeah,
look at Candy Crush. Look at Farmville.
All right, guys. Come on.
League of Legends. I play Heroes of New Earth. They're kind of the same thing. Dota 2, again, same thing. You can't cheat in those games, and it's fun. They're incredibly fun unless you get the bad players, and also that's why I'm on the show. Keep getting teams of terrible players, so I'm like, fuck it, I need a break.
You think Shadow Killer has to deal with cheaters in League of Legends? Fuck no.
He just has to deal with little retards that fucking suck at the game, like really bad, and just talk shit.
Yeah.
Under the type of cancer he has to deal with.
And like people that bring stuff like World of Warships. Let me give an example. Like World of Warships, they just had a update today that went live, where they took a cruiser that was a tier 6 and took it all the way to a tier 8. They ran a 2-month public test server for that, 2 different runs at it, to make sure that when it went live, there was no bugs or bullshit that would come up.
Well, in all honesty, at that point, Kickstarter needs to bring back the.
Yeah, how many preview servers you think we'll have for this new Prophet?
Not sure. Probably none right now.
None. Exactly none. Because that's how Kickstarter does it. They just drop it and hope for the best.
Let's.
I hate getting on the panel and bashing them. But it's fucking.
It's the truth. I mean, at some point you got to get to the truth. I mean, me and Lonnie both. I don't. Lonnie's given up. I've pretty much given up. I mean, as I said earlier, I log in maybe 10 minutes a week or something, less than an hour every week. In the event, literally all I did was play what you guys saw me play, and that was pretty much absolutely it. Going to that from literally being players that would play this game a minimum of like 12 hours a day is ridiculous. And it's not really because the game like isn't fun. I mean, sure, we used to have fun, but it's because we're sick of dealing with the shit. And I mean, it's never really going away.
If it's not the latency, the performance issue, it's the cheaters. It's not the cheaters, it's the performance and the fucked up stability.
It's always one thing or another. And honestly, after 4 or 5 years personally, and other people have been playing longer, we're just sick of it. We really are just sick of it.
I'm at my wit's end, man. I can't take no more. I can't.
You put so much time.
I ain't got the kind of money to put into the game right now. Even if I did, I wouldn't. No, fuck that.
I've always been a strong advocate of no coining purely because Kickstarter didn't really deserve it. But after they fucked me over 2 years ago, I've been on the lines. They absolutely don't deserve it because, as we stated before, they care more about those cheaters that will take $10 a week as opposed to honest, good, hard-working players that actually enjoy playing their games. And that's sad. I mean, why should you pay anyone, any game, or anyone in general who are literally just going to fuck you up the ass and, do wrong by you? Kickstarter don't have your back. And that's the problem.
Well,
if Kickstarter would change that aspect, then a lot of us would stay in the game. But they've lost their hardcore player base because they don't have their player bases back. And it's the simple truth.
What would you guys think if they brought back the preview servers every month?
It's not even about that.
Exactly. Like bringing back the preview servers, it does nothing. I mean,
they need to start. They call compensation giving back. Giving us a little something because we lost something. Compensation is giving something, or say I lost something. Say I lost a unit. Giving me that unit back and then compensating me for the loss. Okay, they give the unit back and then they give me a couple $100 gold. They should have given me 4 million XP worth of freaking units, tokens, whatever I wanted, and then gave me 300 gold to boot for compensation. Compensation is not giving me something because I wasn't able to play something because of their fucked up game. Now, that's not compensation. That is not
in the eyes of, for you, I would have said, look at your past events. Look how much XP you got. Look what units you got.
Yeah.
Then I would have honestly said, okay, you have completed every event. You've gotten at least, 10 million XP. Here's your units that you would have gotten. Here's, compensation of 10 million XP. Boom, done.
I didn't even get the damn tech for the Omega Siege. Usually I get the look at my base. Look how many trophies I got.
Yeah, I know.
Everyone said- Yeah, I got some
You get
trophies
all
out
the
there.
trophies. You get all
Yeah.
the tech. You get everything you need or want, regardless of what it normally would have cost you. I mean, I don't know
Yeah.
how much. I don't know how much you normally would have spent on an event. I mean, last event, not this past event, but the event before that, Rambo did it, and I think he spent what 300 gold for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't,
At
take, it doesn't
least.
take a lot of coin. It
So,
doesn't take a lot of coin.
I mean, no, but I mean, Rambo, and I thank you for doing that, and I know the community does. You didn't have to coin all your repairs every time, but
Just running it through and showing everybody. That's all.
Yeah. Screen share me.
Yep.
Present me.
why? What are you about to show?
I'm going to show a 95.
All right.
Fear the peel way.
So for those that want to see the 95,
Am I presenting?
yes, you are.
Yep.
Yeah, I just want to wait for it to get on YouTube. Live.
Yeah.
All right, what's up? So, guys, this is me playing the game. I hope you enjoy the fun we're about to have for the next couple minutes. Oh, shit, they changed it.
Yes, they did.
Fuck.
It's all right.
No,
You still be
never.
able. You'll be able to figure it out.
Yeah, looks pretty much the same.
You can do it.
Venom, unfortunately, the only fix for your attack log is to go hit about 15 bases in a row, PvP bases. It doesn't matter what level, it'll reset your attack log. Kickside, I don't know if they know how to fix it correctly, but that is one way. And I know that's something you don't want to go do. But that is one surefire way of fixing the attack log.
It's probably a little late. No, that's good timing.
You're going to lose your Phantom.
No, I'm not.
No, it should be all right. Yeah, he's got it. So
Okay.
Wait for all that shit to go away.
This is the down and dirty, fear the peel way of doing the 90s. 95s. Hunter wants to give you advice.
Tell Hunter. No.
Oh, he can hear you.
and what are these awarding now? Medals.
This is 8,000 shadow out parts. Or shadow out points. So
Oh, the 95 and 95. Okay. Not the medals, please. I only do the 70, so.
yeah, Plata Phalanx with its electric will do 270s easily. Depending on the level.
Yeah, I did that one very late.
Yeah, you'll get it eventually, don't worry. And you're doing this without its electric on, aren't you?
Yeah. So it can't be fucked.
You're only one dot down on your Phantom. Holding pretty good.
Not bad. I hate them freaking blue spitting spiders.
Hell yeah.
Don't we fucking all?
Yeah, you not using its electric kind of hurts you just a little doing it. It would have been done quicker.
I couldn't give a shit.
Yeah, exactly. You're just going to sit there and let it repair overnight. Or during the day for you.
There's already one bug.
Yeah, right?
Not sure what happened there, but okay.
I've had a lot of time with the lead units like a foot in front of it. Never behind it.
No, this is how Peel does it.
Yeah.
Hey, I didn't mind the booger flinging zombies.
God damn it.
I thought those were fun.
ones left there.
Oh shit. Is that too long?
Send your Ravengers over there to kill it.
Yeah, I could.
You got one right there. Just shooting all the spiders out. There you go.
And that's that. It's done.
Done.
Base is done. Congratulations. Done.
Bada bing, bada bang.
Profit part.
And a grand total in damage of
Right.
Infiltrate attack. Done.
Yep. There's your parts. There's your points. There's your tech. Dun dun dun.
And the repair,
And the repair is going to be
10 hours.
Probably a bit more, probably like 12.
I'm gonna get
It won't be that much, actually. It won't be that much. My Phantom didn't take too much.
I'm gonna say 15. We'll see in a second. Loading, loading, loading.
Roll high.
I think you're going to be closer with 15.
What do we got? 8 hours and 46 minutes.
You beat all our estimations.
Oh,
I'm a
reset
pro
that.
player.
No. Reset that. Go back over it.
Huh? What?
Go back over it again. Now do it. Still the same? Sometimes
Yeah.
it doesn't do the whole time when you go back in there, like it's not repairing everything that's in there.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever have that where you
It only does that if you're already repairing something and then you use those units you're repairing
Gotcha.
in an attack. It takes them out of the queue. That's why it'll change the repair time.
Right.
So you got to be careful about doing that kind of thing if you're using gold, because it might say 5 minutes, but it'll show like say it still needs 20 gold or something, and you hit finish because you see under 5 minutes. But yeah, that'll fuck you up.
Done that my fair share.
See, I got my grey save box. Collect my res just to re-save. Check. I got defense. Defense labs over there. Can't be fuck getting the res to upgrade something there or there. So fuck them. That's upgrading. That's upgrading. That's upgrading. Red save box is gone. Goodbye game. Yes.
Champ one.
That's how you play War Commander.
Right? Champ wants Hold on, Champ, 1 second.
We'll be back next week.
What's Champ doing? Send me the link.
After Champ comes on, does his little rants, raves, and moans, groans, and complaints, we're going to do our shoutouts and wrap this bad boy up already.
Let me just reply to Hunter.
Yeah.
Get off your ass, Hunter, and do the shit.
Yeah, you can always come on and do show us how it's done.
You got to remember, I've never coined for this game even a single dollar.
Really?
Never. I can go back into Facebook, show you my receipts.
Yeah,
There's
he's never spent his money on the game.
No, I've received one $25 gift card to do the Balder pack when that thing came out as a birthday present.
Right. So, like I said, he's never.
Yeah, I remember that, you prick.
Yeah,
That wasn't mine, but yeah.
You tried to send me a couple bucks over.
Out of left field.
I haven't even
That shit,
fixed it on
that shit fucked up back.
settings.
So who do we got on here? Champ, welcome.
Look at that.
So,
It is
One payment.
so
And I can't pay anymore because London tried to give me an extra couple bucks.
all right. So, Champ, what do you think of the update notes that we've gotten?
I didn't read them.
Still temporarily off because of that shit.
I haven't even bothered. I didn't bother contacting them. I was just like, fuck
Oh
it.
yeah, can you guys replay the show? Because I missed all that shit.
Okay.
Kickside sucks. Kickside sucks. Kickside
Hey.
sucks. Right? That's
No,
it.
I did catch up on. What was it? Fucking. You attack a base and then you can't be attacked for 5 minutes, right?
right.
No.
Is that it?
No.
That's
You can't get a new bubble for 5 minutes. That's coming soon.
if you pop your bubble,
Oh.
You have to pop first.
if
Yep.
you pop your bubble early to take another bubble, you will not receive a bubble for at least 5 minutes. So if you pop and they hit you within 2 minutes and bubble you, you won't have you'll lose your infamy, but you won't get a bubble.
So,
Right.
so are they making it a way so a player can't jump on a sector, hit a base, and be attacked at the same time?
No.
No. But if they
Or-
let's say I come in with you, I bubble you. Okay, this is what's coming. Now you get, let's say I one star you. That's 18 hours for that bubble.
Right.
But you decide you want to go ahead and go hit somebody else. You pop your bubble voluntarily. You don't wait that 18 hours. You cannot be bubbled for 5 minutes.
You can't
But they
selfie. You can't get
nothing. So, and they're also talking about implementing where you hit your platoon. I'll get some infamy off of you for hitting and destroying your platoon.
So my question would be then, I guess if I'm an enemy trying to get that guy who just popped and he's hitting another base, I guess I can't attack him for 5 minutes either, right?
No.
You will be able to attack him. You will be able to do damage to his base, but he won't be able to get that bubble for that 5 minutes.
This is what people need to realize. So the point of this is just that it's kind of giving you like a second attack, so just a second chance to steal more infamy, kind of. But there's a workaround which I'll explain in a minute. So the point of this is if somebody say pops their bubble and you flatten them within within 5 minutes, they won't get a bubble. So they'll still be open after you've technically already flattened them. So you'll be able to flatten them a second time, so you can potentially say take infamy off them more times than just that one initial hit. But after that initial 5 minutes of popping, then they will get a bubble. So probably your second attack will give them a bubble. Now, the workaround is all you would have to do is say pop your bubble, have someone surround your base and hold you for over 5 minutes, and then end attack. Whatever tunes, you'll probably easily have at least one tune left. Whoever that was holding your base, they re-attack you, and this time they put you in a bubble. It's a very simple workaround, which completely defeats the whole point of the system.
Is there a way to combat the AKA true 69ing, having your clanmate come over?
Not really.
No, it's another step in the phase for them to try to prevent that.
I like the timing idea on it, but I do not like the taking infamy from tunes, because that's going to be exploited.
Yes.
So
Absolutely.
This is the question that I guess I have. Do they take infamy off you for destroying your platoons, or do they just gain infamy?
They get from what you're reading, they're getting infamy off of you.
It'd be just like I think they're going to treat it like getting a base. You're going to get some from them.
I think that's something that's going to be exploited.
I do so too.
I do like the idea of people with the same tag, they should lose infamy. I've always agreed with that.
Absolutely.
Weren't you in that discussion group though when they were bringing that up, Champ?
Yeah, I was. I think I was.
And if I remember correctly, I wasn't in that, but I did hear a lot of people were saying.
We were all arguing about it because
getting infamy from hitting your platoon, hitting another player's platoon. You did not like that idea.
Well, I think
it is a bad
idea.
It's exploitable. That's why.
It is. It's a stupid idea. It was never a good idea. Whoever put that idea forward was being silly.
Yeah,
honestly, I'll say that outright, because especially if you can actually take infamy off the player whose platoon you destroy, that is even more idiotic.
Well, I think they're just trying to stop people from surrounding their bases.
Yeah, which again is stupid, because they're killing the game. They're literally killing PvP again.
Yeah, I don't want to play right now. I'm like fed up.
Nobody wants to, because it doesn't everything they're doing doesn't stop the cheaters in anything. It just stops the fair players from somewhat being able to counter the cheaters.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't help the fair players at all, and that's what Kickside completely forget. Or I should say, don't necessarily care about. Sure, there are some people in Kickside that really care about the game.
Yeah.
But there's nothing they can really do when they're kind of forced to do stupid shit.
Yeah, I don't want to turn your show on a rant show, but
Oh, we're already there.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to like get too much into it, but you know, there are some cheats that are back, and it's really annoying. And I'm sure a lot of you guys out there have seen them.
The one that's called the Ultimate Defense one.
Well, yeah. Well, I don't want to
just dealt with that last night.
It's already being dealt with. They are working on a fix now. I'm going to say this for those people that don't understand: coding is a fine art. All right, it doesn't. Something takes, some games take 6 months to develop. Some games take years to develop. But fixing a bug like this or a hack like this is not going to be fixed overnight.
Yeah, that's why I'm totally against this idea about gaining infamy for platoons, because that's an idea. That's just a bad idea overall, because that introduces new hacks and new code to the game that's going to be exploited.
Yep.
It's terrible. It's a terrible idea, in my opinion. So,
I don't know if you want to screen share mine, but this is a picture I took last night.
Yeah. If you guys, I don't know if there's a poll started on that, if Kixeye has officially mentioned that idea themselves, but if someone wants to put a poll up on the forums and have a vote on it from the players, who knows about, what honest players are going to vote on that. But, I'd like to see the percentage of players who think that's a good idea versus the players who don't.
I mean, like I said, I know the support group on that idea. Getting infamy from a player's plat was frowned upon by everybody.
It's just not a good idea, because I mean, that's not like, should we give platoons infamy now? Does every single platoon, should that have its own infamy source? Like, it's stupid. That's what I'm saying. Like, I guess it's not really 100% confirmed because I haven't really talked about it and we don't really know much about it. But again, it goes back to the issue: are we taking infamy off the player, or do we just gain infamy by taking their by killing their
it's going to be
platoon?
just like the base, but I think the whole purpose of that was just to stop people from blocking up.
My personal opinion is infamy should not be associated with tunes whatsoever.
I agree.
Agreed. I mean, at the end of the day, they're looking at the wrong thing. And truly, what's happening is they're wasting time on pointless endeavors.
Yeah,
they should really be focusing on the points that need to be focused on, instead of wasting time. I mean, how much hours and manpower did they waste to code it so that you can get infamy by hitting platoons?
Yeah,
I mean, it's pointless. Even the 5-minute thing that they're about to introduce, I mean, as I just explained, it's got a very fucking simple workaround. That literally is pretty much what everyone's already doing. I mean, who goes to a sector, leaves their base open while they're going to hit someone? Exactly. No one. You're gonna be surrounded by friends that are gonna protect your base anyway. So, I mean, it literally doesn't change anything at all. It literally changes nothing in the game. All that time and effort that was put into it was completely pointless.
Yeah.
And I don't mean, look, to Kixeye, don't look at it in a bad way, saying, "Oh, that PvP just hates us." Something. I'm just being fucking honest. You guys have fucked me over and many other players over so fucking hard for no good reason. But you refuse to listen to us when we honestly, all we ever wanted to do for the last 4 years, all I ever wanted to do was just help you to make this game better than what we all thought it could be. But you refuse that help for one simple thing, and you hate me for one simple thing. And that's because I refuse to give you a single dollar of my money. That's why you hate me. And that is a terrible strategy to go by. I have not cheated, and you guys at Kixeye, anyone that's listening, know damn well that I don't and never have.
And they won't help you if you don't give.
And they refuse to help me. I was literally told by one of the previous CS dudes, literally got told that I would receive help if I had access to support. If not, too bad. literally saying, if you pay us, we will, give you. They literally straight out said that. I've still got that exact message in my Kickstarter.
That's what the 50 gold thing is saying, all together.
Yeah. It's literally saying it right there and there. Pay us, we don't care how much you cheat. In their words, that's the way they I guess put it. We will keep giving your account back if you pay us. If you don't pay us, well, we're going to ban you for any reason. We don't even care. We'll just ban you because we don't want to deal with you. And it's stupid. I mean, 5 years of that shit, it gets old. I put so much time and effort into playing this game again after that, and you just get the same shit. I mean, you try and you try and you try to help them improve this game, but they just don't give they don't give two shits about any input someone like me has.
Yeah. Which is kind of sad because you do have some good input.
Oh, I'd give them the best fucking input if they'd only fucking listen. But they choose not to, so I can't really... Nothing I can do about that. Just move on and I guess find a better game.
That's your choice.
Any game is better, really. Because of the way, they're going about this.
The way it's going right now, I mean, yes, the cheats are back, the hacks are back, whatnot's back. But yeah, when they fix one thing, something else breaks, and they try to fix it as fast as possible. But that is that. I mean, I didn't want this to be a rant show, honestly. But
it's gotten bad in the past couple weeks.
I came in like a ranting bull.
Yeah, it's gotten really bad, man. I don't know what's happened since the.
It's just everyone's sick of it.
Past couple updates. It's just gotten, the game has gotten worse. I mean, this is just in the past couple of weeks, man. It's
not really. It's just everyone.
Oh yeah, I understand. Yeah, over the past, there was a good time span where things were kind of running smooth, and Kicks I had a leg up, and they seemed to be doing good, but now it's just like these past couple weeks is like, what the fuck, man?
Let us continue, David.
I'm going to bring this up here real quick, since we're on a rant fest a little bit.
Yeah.
So, the past couple events we have had, all right, we have had some major issues that did not get fixed until after the event was over. You had several people getting instant defeat when trying to do the event. Lonnie got screwed. You had issues with moving your platoons from your PvP to your standard and back again. What issue did we have previous event? I think it was.
Well, there's the we call it the weapons lab glitch.
That one there is a major one that has been around for quite a while, and the only fix with the weapons lab when you're building something in there is to cancel that build to be able to move your CC back to the center of your base.
Yep. Well, that's one of two options. You can cancel it or coin it.
Yeah. Or just don't use it.
Yeah.
Just don't use it like Fear the Peel.
Just don't use it. Yeah. That's one of three options.
I haven't used it in probably like a year.
I know some of the events we've had issues with Dina's tech not working, the Shredder tech not working. We've had other events where...
Well, last event with stealth being broken.
Yep, stealth was broken, moving your platoons around from PvE to PvP and back and forth again,
The auto fist?
Auto fist, yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's a recent one.
That was annoying.
It still is.
It's still there? It's annoying.
I think it is.
Well, Debo, you haven't had said a word yet this whole time since you've come on.
I'm soaking it all in.
What do you think of the updates and issues we are currently having in the game?
Debo loves this game.
I do love this game. I do love this game.
How about some disruptors?
Disruptors and seekers are the best.
And Apollos.
I don't know, man. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I still don't like the fact that when I go to attack somebody, if I don't kill their shit, I lose. I only get 2 chances to hit somebody's tune. I mean, that's getting old. This just seems like more problems. I'm not really looking forward to it. I mean, I have one question about it. If I'm in a bubble and I pop my bubble and I go attack somebody and somebody hits me, so exactly 5 minutes after they end that attack, I'll get a bubble just appearing, or do I have to get hit again to actually gain a bubble?
You'll have to get hit again.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to get hit twice to gain a bubble.
Yep.
Not necessarily. If they hit you and their attack lasts longer than 5 minutes, you technically should get a bubble.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm not for it. And this tune thing, man. If I can hit somebody's tune and take their infamy off them, that's just garbage. I mean, it was like everybody whining and crying, oh, they put zombies around their base. Well, we didn't fucking use all our zombies, so go fuck yourself. I'm sorry.
I gotta say, I agree with that one. I had so much fun with the zombies around my base. It was ridiculously fun.
But it's just, I mean, we'll have a small group of people crying bitch, and then all of a sudden they're going to, do this knee-jerk reaction to try to fix it. Their whole 69 and thing and, whatever. It's garbage, man. They really are sucking the fun out of the PvP style.
Again,
I mean, if I'm on the top left corner of the map and I'm trying to attack somebody on the bottom right corner, and they're online and they're defending like they should be, and they're running a camo detonator or some shit like that, and it takes me a while to find it, or maybe I don't find it the first time, maybe I don't find it the second time. Well, now that tune goes all the way back to my fucking base, and I got to go all the way back again.
That's like a 15 minute.
It's yeah.
Sorry, champ. Had to bring you into that one.
No problem.
I know you're gonna come get me anyway later.
But I mean, the changes they're making, it doesn't make sense. And I agree with Peel on this one that it's hurting the honest players. It's not going to hurt the cheats. The cheats don't give a shit.
Damn fucking straight.
So any of these preventative things that they're putting in there,
they'll just keep their constant attack tunes around the base, and they ain't
exactly.
worried about it. They don't give a fuck.
Look at everything Kickstarter's done to say in their way of trying to counter them, right? Look what we have right now with the impossible defense thing, the invincible
catering
defense shit.
It seems more and more like every time they bring something out, they're catering to the
exactly. But when you look at it, all the people that are using that, they don't give a shit. They literally don't care because they know Kickstarter ain't going to do shit about it.
They ain't going to ban their fucking IP. If they spend $2 a week, they ain't going to ban their IP.
I haven't seen a permanent crater in I don't know how long.
Exactly. Even fucking Pokemon Go is IP banning. Pokemon Go, like a few months ago, released a massive thing where they IP banned all the cheaters.
Yeah, I mean, cheating aside, they're not even banning players for like dirty chat on the global chat.
Yeah, somebody could say he was going to kill me, and it doesn't matter.
Technically, that's the only time they'll do anything.
No, they
don't. They don't.
I literally had.
I got personal threat. I got personal threat fucking screenshots. This guy's never been banned. Not one fucking.
I had people come to me say they hope my family dies. They will rape my family and all that shit. And at the very worst thing that happened to him, and I will name and shame. Remember when we did the show and I outed Gabraham?
Yes, I remember that, and I saw it.
I've still got the screenshots of some of the shit he said. He said he would, he would fuck my family and all that shit. I called him Gabraham. It's hidden. I masked his real name. And you know what he got after all that shit that he said? You know what he got? Infamy reset. That's it.
Yeah, so you can
reset.
Yeah, players are pretty much harassing other players on this game. I've seen it.
Which back then, infamy resets like yes, and you go out and hit it.
Now it's just
Yeah.
I mean, and that's like the very worst. Like they don't get a ban, they don't get muted or anything. Like even a mute is nothing. They need to be banned for a set duration and not just
it used to be a 3-day ban, right? For chat ban.
Yeah, it used to be, but now
Used to
now
be a
it's just
3-day chat ban. Now they don't do shit. No
No.
matter how bad a player is harassed, and I've seen it lately too. I've seen players like really badly harassed on this game. Nothing happens to them. Not a fucking thing.
Yep.
Not a fucking thing. And it's
And if you tell them to say fuck off and they screenshot that and send that to Kickside, then you get the one. You're the one that'll get banned for telling the person that was abusing you to fuck off because they probably pay something and you don't. And Kickside will listen to them and be like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Let me suck you off."
That's what you get when you invite me to the show. Is a big old fucking rant. I'm sorry about that, David.
Oh man, we were ranting before you joined. This is a fucking rant show.
Hey, this is something that does need to be brought up. In all honesty, I have seen it. I have taken screenshots, sent it in, and in all honesty, that person's still in the game. They ain't been chat banned. Their infamy, their honor hasn't been reset like it should. If the person is harassing, ban them. Give them, the 3-day ban. To continue, a week ban. To continue again, the third time is out. Done. Banned permanently.
Shut up, Venom.
So, but, I mean, yes, there is certain things that it is what it is. And for the non-coiners, as Peel's stated outright, they don't get what they need. They don't get the help.
Yep. Now, truth needs to be told. We haven't had a good ranch show in fucking a long time, and this is a good old-fashioned ranch show.
Well, as long as it's constructive, I mean, it's fucking what's going on in this game, and it's hurting their fucking product, man. I don't want to play this fucking game if someone's calling my mom a fucking whore or some shit like that, and insulting or trying to get in my personal life and saying shit personal about my friends.
And the fact that they sit there and literally bypass all the restrictions in place. Instead of saying fuck, they say FCK.
Yep.
I mean, I'm like, you don't. It's a golden rule. It's an unwritten rule. You don't bring you don't bring somebody's family into the game.
Oh yeah, I've seen that numerous times in the past couple of weeks. People just bringing family into this game and fuck your mom. I'll fuck your mom. This. What are you fucking talking about, man? We're playing a war game here.
See, and Crash brings up a perfect point. Kickstar's response to any of that, if you try to talk to them about it or report any of that, their response is you can ignore the player.
Yeah.
The ignore feature is not there for players to have to suffer abuse. The ignore feature is just there to ignore people that you don't want to see talk, people you don't want to interact with. It is not there for the players to have to use as some kind of tool to somehow hide people being abusive and destructive.
So, with that being said, Kixeye, it is not right for an entire sector to have to Iggy one person because of their mouth, their antics. I mean, yeah, you get tired of somebody just bullshitting and whatnot. That's what the Iggy is for. It is not meant for the whole entire sector to have to Iggy. Somebody.
Jesse Rodriguez said you can only Iggy 50 players.
50 players, man. You can probably name that many players straight off the bat.
Yeah.
Without any hesitation.
Right. So I mean, yeah, that's something that needs to be addressed by Kickseye. Don't increase the Iggy limit as somebody has put out that 50. Okay, so let me Iggy 100. Well, you know what? Your spreadsheet just got that much bigger because of that.
Yeah, but still,
you should not have to turn off chat. You shouldn't have to Iggy somebody. Iggy is okay temporarily. Yeah, maybe Iggy them, but something needs to be done about their.
Exactly, it doesn't stop them from doing what they're doing. That's the problem. All you're doing is not seeing it on your screen, but it doesn't stop other people from seeing it. It doesn't stop the person themselves actually saying that shit.
He's just gonna go on and say it to someone else.
Yep. Exactly. In another game I play, there's a thing called the ban list. So it's you got to queue up for a game, and you can ban list people. However, for the matchmaking system, when you queue up, that ban list doesn't actually apply. But nonetheless, I use it as a way to tell myself before a match has even started whether or not that player is either is a really terrible person. I use it for like really bad players, or players that are absolutely stupidly abusive. And that way I know before going into the match, I know that player, I should, look out for that player because I know they're a bad player.
Yeah, you know who you're dealing with.
Yeah, I know before. That's what I use it for, but that is unlimited. Yeah. I don't think I've reached a cap, if there is a cap, for the amount of people I can throw on that list, because I'm pretty sure I've got like a good 1,000 people on that list, if not more already.
Wow.
So easy. With that being said, maybe Kixeye can incorporate, if the person so many times it is reported directly to them, they look at it, they can view the chat logs, and then they make the call from there. However, with that being said, if they bring up your mother, your sister, fucking them, whatever, raping them, saying this, that, the other about your family, saying something about religion, whatever, family is the number one rule. I can give shit rat's ass about your religion. I don't care if you're Muslim. I don't care if you're Buddhist. I don't care if you're Baptist, Christian, Jewish, whatever. So
got Scientologist.
Yeah, there's all kinds. There's other shit too, but I think at a minimum,
Oi, Phil, fuck off.
There he is. You should be permanently chat banned.
No, I think I'll put him
I'm kidding. No, players that do that kind of shit on the game chat. They should at a minimum be fucking chat banned from the global fucking chat, right? The game chat, at least. So I don't know. The fucking bottom line is, past couple of weeks, my opinion of the game has really sunk to a fucking new low. Okay, sorry.
Well, with everything that's going on, yes, the game has sunk to a new low. Where they see players quitting because of some of the crap that has been introduced. So, you're not playing like you used to. I guarantee you're not coining like you used to, are you?
No, not anymore.
Yeah, so
not anymore. Kixeye can shove it.
Yeah.
My base is fully upgraded, man. I got metal and oil storages, like one level left on like 3 or 4 of them, plus all my freaking my defense lab is almost fully upgraded. I have all my shit almost fully upgraded. The only thing I need really is tokens. That's the only thing for me to invest in, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to. Why the fuck should I?
All right. And I understand. I see your point of view there.
What? It's a fucking waste. There's no incentive for it.
No incentive for you right now. Period.
Nope. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of time, man. I go play Farmville like my enemies tell me to. I might get more out of it.
No. That is what it is. With all the stuff going on, a lot of coiners are not coining anymore. People are emptying their bases out. So, is your base fully defended right now, champ?
Yeah, my tunes are healing right now, and I'm on a bubble, so I don't care.
Right.
I don't fucking care. Normally, I'd coin the tune and then go out and look forever who attacked me last, but I don't give a fuck. I don't even care. I checked my attack log, honestly, I did. But, I thought about it, and it's like, I got 200 gold right now on my account, and usually I have like 1,000 plus. Just looking at that, like 200. Yeah, okay. I'm not giving these fuckers any more money.
What? No.
Fuck it, dude. I'm done, dude. Fix
you're
it.
done, you're done until they fix it, right?
Yep, fix the game, dude. I'll be like, I'll pop in and do my upgrades, do my shadow ops, and that's it. I'll log back off.
Right.
People, I mean, they can, yeah. For all this out there, I'm on tag too. Yeah, for all you guys' information out there. Yeah,
Don't delete Tim's comment.
yeah, so I'm on tag, and I'll pop in. You can fucking come and lose all your shit in my base, and then I'll log off. And I just want to get my shadow ops done, though. Okay.
That's pretty much all you're doing right now, huh?
Yep.
Why did you put him in timeout, Doc?
Because he said
Oh,
Pokemon
Jesus.
Unshackled.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's time we look to make a new.
Man, I mean, I at least hope Kixeye at least watches some of this, and
Unfortunately, they probably are.
They are whether.
well,
like,
I mean, it's not like we're saying, "Oh, fuck Kixeye, they're a terrible company" or anything. We're just telling them, telling them what's
that's
going
what
on.
I'm saying.
As the player,
That's exactly what I'm saying.
We're telling them this is what's going on in the game, and we're not having fun, man. I mean,
it's true. I mean, at a certain point, you gotta just be brutally honest. It's like we've been doing these the Unshackled shows for a long time, and before that, we were doing a different show, and we put a lot of time and effort into trying to communicate with not only Kixeye but with the player base to help them, because Kixeye won't help them, and anyone from Kixeye that's watching, we put a lot of time and effort into trying to help you guys out, but you guys do not take full advantage of that. Instead, you just pretty much look the other way and make some kind of small contribution a couple times a year. Like you guys honestly should be taking full advantage of us and the things we can help you with. But instead, you don't, and you just waste the perfectly incredible opportunity you have in us to truly make your game an absolutely incredible game. There is no game out there like I know there's no game out there like War Commander. It could be one of the biggest games out there, but the way it's going and the way it's been going for the last 4 years that I've seen it gone, it's just never going to get there the way it's going now.
I'm bored
because
with it,
Kixeye are no longer interested in it.
Oh shit!
They're interested in what they can make off of you. That's it. They're interested in what's in your pocket, not what you're doing in the game.
Yeah, I'm not.
I gotta get. We're gonna do the Dr. Phil's story time right now.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna go right back to the beginning. Back in the days before Kixeye was even Kixeye themselves. Back in the days of Casual Collective.
Casual Collective.
Backyard
There
Monsters.
was a Phil.
In the beginning, yeah, we're going back almost a decade at this point. That's how long.
Back when they
Kixeye
cared
been
about
around.
consumers.
Yeah, when it was run by David Scott, a guy that actually gave a fuck. And it goes right into the first point. You go straight from Backyard Monster straight into Battle Pirates. That was Kixeye's first walk in the park. And because it was unique. It wasn't Farmville. It wasn't one of these click and wait things. It was an actual game you could sit down and spend hours playing. And then Battle Pirates moved to War Commander. And War Commander moved on to Vega. And over the course of the fucking change to CEOs and Will Harbin and all of the fucking marketing shite that came with it, they doomed themselves. Because greed is eternal. And the more money they make and the more money they can scam out of your pocket, the happier they're going to be and the angrier we're going to be. And the only reason a lot of you are still playing right now is you have financial investments in this game.
No, it's not about. It's about every one of these people in this hangout and the people that I've made friends with. That's the only reason I'm still in this fucking game.
But still,
I could care less about any bit of money. They could take my account and stick it in their ass so far as they can get it.
that's another reason. It's the social aspect. People play because it's social. And then you have
My people. That's it.
social coining. Because it happens. You get into a war with somebody, oh, I'm going to need to coin this. And you do it without thinking about it.
I coin into the wrong game, though. I'll be like, fuck War Commander, then go drop some coin into Pokemon Go.
The thing with the mobile app game,
That's like, am I going to wipe my ass with my left hand or my right hand? There, Bill. Either way, you're going to get shit on yourself, bro.
You're going to get shit somewhere.
Hey, man.
Especially if you beat Taco Bell first.
At least with Pokemon, they keep it exciting. There's every time some kind of event finishes, they start up a new one.
I don't give a fuck.
I know you don't, but it's the point that it's the point of the premise of what they do.
You cannot compare a mobile app, which is not a game, might I add. It's an application.
It's still better than fucking War Commander, I bet. Their company is still way better than War
Brother, a kick in the crotch is better than War Commander.
Better than Kickside, period.
You gotta look when Kickstarter do the special events, right? But their special events are very, very so you have to put a lot of effort into those special events. There's no little mini events. Things like, say, this week you're gonna get double medal payouts, or this week you're gonna get double thorium payouts. They don't have little things like that to help players. They only do big events like Warpath, the old Onslaught, Invasions, the actual monthly, the legit events. They're all big time drainers with a lot of effort needed to be put into them. There are no little things. Little things. I think that's something Kickstarter have really missed the ball. They've really dropped the ball on that.
I'm gonna be completely honest. I mean, I've got quite heavy into a game called Star Trek Adversaries at the moment. It's like a Hearthstone clone, but I like it. I'm playing it. I'm in contact with the developer every fucking day because they keep in contact. They watch the Twitch streams, which I'm doing again. I took a break, but I'm back into doing that. And if a developer can keep in contact with you and not be the cloak and dagger like they normally are at Kickstarter, only putting information out when necessary, it's the sign of a bad game. It's the sign of a bad company that should just stop. Rogue Assault has gone down the pan and they're advertising it like a motherfucker to try and draw people in. Vega's gone down the shitter and is dead. War Commander's dying. Battle Pirates is dying. Backyard Monsters is dead.
They fucked up big time on Rogue Assault. Like, it was fun when it first came out, and then they started the level locking, the difficulty locking to your CC level shit, and that really fucked the game up.
But it did, and it didn't at the same time. Because then they can start charging people for that stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, you lose player base. I mean, I will admit, I did drop a little bit of money into Rogue Assault until they did that. Then I stopped playing because the bases that I was now able to hit were way too difficult for me to do. And I wasn't going to sit there and be like, okay, I'll drop $10 to do this one base. Oh, wait, I need to do about 50 of these bases though. Oh, I'll drop $500 to do this one thing. Yeah, sure. No, I'm going to fucking do that.
That's taking advantage of the scatterbox manipulation that comes with being a mobile player of any application that's on there. Whether it be one or the other, you are far more likely to coin a mobile thing than you are likely to coin a desktop. And they take advantage of it. It's scatterbox manipulation and psychology.
For sure, but it's just the way they fucked up the game. I mean, I didn't mind, say, dropping a bit of coin to make me speed up slowly, help me with doing a bit more bases, but to make me literally have to go through my shit 3 or 4 times to do the one base, as if I'm going to fucking do that.
I'm going to go across to everybody right here, right now, in 5 words or less. Why are you still playing?
We'll start off.
I can do it in 2 words.
Hang on. Go ahead, Lonnie. We'll start off with you.
My friends.
All right. Debo.
Fun.
We'll get onto that in a minute.
Champ, how about you?
Smash my friends.
Yep, you do that quite enjoyably. Fear.
3 words for you: friends and community.
All right. Rambo.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same. I'd say friends and the fact that I can get out some frustration by blowing up bases.
And Zach, I know you don't have a mic, so you want to type in the side chat?
You did.
Oh, he said-
By the way, champ, or not champ, but doxing, we wasn't talking about masturbation, bro.
Do that in your own time.
I play because I'm having fun.
I play for my friends, for the community, so that way I can keep up with what's going on in the game.
Just because I'm here and I haven't done it yet. Boom.
What'd you do?
I timed out.
Yes.
Okay.
It's like a dick hunter.
Doc does it to annoy the hell out of us.
I thought I was going to hear "fuck you, David." Or
No.
He was saying it, and then I'm watching because I'm watching the
That'll
YouTube.
be the shout out. So
I just see all Hunter's things get mentioned deleted. I was like, yeah.
a lot of people still play this game, honestly, and I probably speak for I'm going to say 80%. We still play for our friends and the community and the fun we get out of this.
Define fun. What's fun?
Some of it, people like smashing bases. It's just that. So, but as of right now, it's not fun for a lot of people. The game has gone stale for a lot of people. All the new exploits and hacks that are out there is making it not fun for people.
Yeah, it's complete garbage. I'm not having any fun playing. Why the fuck would I have fun playing a game where...
Yeah,
it's garbage right now.
hey guys, I'm gonna bow out for the night. You guys have a great night. Good to see you, Doc. We'll have to
Take it
get
easy,
into some
Dave.
games sometime. Probably can't play World of Warships because I think you're on a different server than I am. But
No, I've got an NA server.
do you? Nice. And we'll definitely do something then.
Sweet.
So, Lonnie,
Hey, anytime, bro.
give
Just holler at
a
me.
quick shout out, Lonnie. Go ahead.
Shout out to all the people that quit this game, and all you that are still playing. Fuck off. I love you all. You guys have a good night.
Hi, Lonnie.
Peace.
See you, man.
As of right now, like I said, people are getting a little irritated with some of the stuff that's happening. I know people are going to get irritated with these upcoming things. The timeout, no biggie. We can deal with that. The infamy from a platoon, no, that's a big no-no. Don't incorporate that at all.
I agree.
Bad idea.
Bad idea. That was also brought up in your discussion groups. Everybody
Very
agreed.
bad.
Bad idea. So why bring it in? You're not. That tells us right there that you're not listening to the community when it comes to that.
That's a bad idea.
If 99% of your discussion panel that you invited in says no, don't do it, don't do it. That
Okay.
1% guy is probably sitting there going, "Oh yeah, I like that idea." No, he's probably drunk off his ass, stoned off his ass.
It's probably a low level that's just going to go around and hit tunes.
Yeah, very low level, whatnot. So listen.
There are no true low levels anymore.
Mm-mm.
They're all bloody halts for somebody.
Yeah, so listen to your player base. Listen to your coiners that were in there.
Yeah, and on that subject, put up a poll on the Kickside forums about that subject too.
Yeah.
I want to see a percentage of players who are for and against that once again.
Right. No.
You know, even those things that they decide to try out like this and what have you, you know, if they don't want to do it in the beginning, then do it after you launch it and get everybody's opinion. But I do believe that they should ask before they unload it, because
That's
it's just a lot of wasted time if they do that.
Yeah,
yeah.
I can see players quitting over that. You know,
That's
I mean,
a horrendous idea.
I mean, here Champ goes and spends, let's say, $1,000 in 1 month, even though I know he spent more than that. Or
No,
used
I
to.
don't. No.
They used to, let's say.
Not in a month. No.
Well, we'll just say, okay, you spend about, let's say, $300 to $400 a month, right?
That might be in some months.
Yeah. But now, if they implement that feature of they get PvP from you,
No, I'm not. I'm to the point where I'm spending nothing now. I'm not coining anymore.
Because the game's not fun anymore.
It's boring, man. It's boring.
You need to bring back.
Yeah, I don't care about players taking my infamy. Someone can smash. If I was open, I'm in a bubble right now. I can open up, but if someone were to come smash my base, I wouldn't give a shit. All I want to do is get my shadow ops for the week and complete my upgrades, whatever.
Yep.
And all that entails me to do is go send a couple tunes out. And
this is just a wish in the dark right now. What I'm gonna say, and it's probably, and Doc will agree, it'll never happen. Slow down the event, slow down the content, slow down the events.
They can't slow down the content.
Yeah,
and I'll tell you why.
That's their money making.
They're not going to slow down the content, Dave.
I know. It's a pipe dream. It's a pipe dream.
It's an ongoing thing, dude.
Yeah.
Keep relaunching because that's
you got the faction units, you got the heroes, they got the Generation 3s.
Yep.
The heroes. What's next?
Mm-hmm.
And so we're stuck in a never-ending continuum of upgrade for units.
Exactly. So that's why
they're not going to slow it down. As much as we ask them, they're not going to do it.
I think the biggest problem is with the events, like with the main event, there is no goal. There's no real goal. There's no real sense of achievement because it's a repetitive task. It's a grind fest. It's not a real event. I mean, when you play a special event, there is an end goal. There is an objective that you should reach and give you some kind of sense of accomplishment.
Yeah.
They had that. They had that with the old school wave system of events. You would go as far as you can and you would try to push further every event.
Yeah.
I used to have, that is really what hooked me into this game.
Yeah, and
those events.
Those old school events, man, that gave you at least one good prize, right? Give you a trophy. Give you a trophy for one, right?
Oh, eventually they started doing the trophies. Yeah, but
it gave you a trophy. No, it gave you a trophy. You didn't have to spend XP on it. If I remember right.
Yeah. You reached a certain wave. I think it was like wave 100. I mean, so, I'd love to see bring back a legacy event. Where it was the old style events, but I don't see that happening.
It gave you the trophy and it gave you a couple, prizes or one new unit, which they're doing now. But it's just so fucking boring, man. I'm sorry.
That's the problem. I mean, when you look at other games, you like, let's just, for example, a lot of people will probably kind of know, World of Warcraft. You do things there. You finish. When you do a dungeon or a raid, you finish. You defeat a boss, so you do have some kind of sense of accomplishment. You defeat a boss, you get the prize. In these events, there is none of that. I mean, you do a completion, you just restart, do it again, and then do it again, and then do it again, and then do it again.
Yeah. That Fear the Peel, that harkens back to the token system that Kickside brought out too.
Oh, the token system isn't necessarily a vastly bad idea, but I think it wasn't really necessary.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
You also got sold down the river on that.
Yeah, I have never been a big fan of it. I know Debo hasn't. I don't know if he's still here, but
I am still here, and it's not that I wasn't a fan of the token system. They implemented it wrong. I've been saying that since it came out. The token should have gave you an instant upgrade for the unit. Now, no matter what that unit is, you should be able to upgrade it with time and resources. No matter what. If they want to make it go to 40, it goes to 40. If it goes to 50, it goes to 50. It doesn't matter. You can upgrade each level with time and resource. That token system should have been, hey, if you do this special base, we're going to give you these special tokens. And instead of actually using time and resources, it's going to be an instant upgrade.
Yep.
You know, they should have never rolled them out with the idea of you cannot upgrade this unit unless you have these tokens first. The tokens should have been an instant upgrade.
Yeah, like
Which
something
at
like
the end of the day they are, but it's still they went past the fact that anybody could upgrade these as long as they had time and resources, and they took that out, and they took it out. I mean, basically, the token system would have just been the new way of when Thor was first introduced, and you could upgrade all these things.
Well, what happened to thorium? What happened to the 5-second thorium stuff? Gone.
Went to the wayside. Everything is now time and material except for the units.
Yeah. See, look, I think what you guys are getting on is right, because it should have been like, say you get 10 tokens, and that allows you to do, say, an upgrade instantly. You know, a free upgrade.
Yep.
Or something, you know. But the biggest problem is it goes back to what we used to say before, so long ago, about Kixeye forcing us to use specific units and forcing us to do things a specific way. They kept saying that no, they weren't doing that, but in fact, they really are. I mean, if you just want to be able to max out your units, you physically have to do all these token shit, all these token bases every fucking week if you want to max them out. Otherwise, you can't. You physically cannot progress in this game.
How many times have I said that?
We've all said it for a long time. We keep saying it, and they keep rebutting us, saying, "No, you don't have to. You don't have to do these things." And it's like, you can't say you don't have to do these bases when, in actual fact, you do have to.
You have to do them to advance.
Exactly,
Just as the tokens.
It's not even advancement. Advancement usually requires progression. This isn't advancement. This is to try and stay current.
To stay alive.
Yeah. I mean, look at the Sphinx. The Sphinx is a great example, just because I know what it does. You know, when you first get it, it targets 1 unit. When you get it to level 10, it targets 2 units. When you get it to level 20, it targets 3 units.
No, 20 is 4.
Oh, it targets 4? What is it, 15? It targets 3?
It's 10. It's 1. It's up to level 10. It will target 2 units. At level 10, it will target 3.
Oh, okay.
I think, hang on. 1 through 10, it targets 2. When you upgrade it to 11, it targets 3. When you hit 20, it will target 4.
All right. So that's a great example. You know, you unlock. I don't mind. You know, we used to. You know, when you get, say, for example, back in the day, when you get your elite version of a unit, it gets some kind of cool new buff. You know, with the elite Valkyries, it gained the ability to target ground. That was awesome. When you gained elite hover tanks, what did that do?
Busted status, I think.
No, that was attack. I can't remember. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is that when you did get to that final level, you unlocked a new ability for your units. So that is a cool aspect. But when you make it almost impossible for normal players to get to those points, it's infuriating, and
the great divide continues.
Yeah, it does. I mean, like Hunter was saying it before when I was doing the thing. You know, he's like, that's great for the 10% of players that have all those big Omega units and shit. But the rest of the player base, they don't have that shit. They're kind of screwed. I agree, but at the same time, I mean, I am a player that has played this game with no coin whatsoever. So, I mean, you got to look at doing the right upgrades to really help you. And that will help you out in the long run if you focus on doing the right thing. You know, the right upgrades at the right times, get the right units, focus on the right units. It's so ridiculously important. I mean, people kept undervaluing purifiers for the longest time. Everybody knows how much I stood behind my purifiers.
And you still do.
And I still do. And they're my backbone unit, pretty much. It got me through so much because I had that one tank unit that could just sit there, deal a shit ton of damage, as well as take a shit ton of damage and get me through certain waves and things by just being a fucking tank like it needs to be. And so many people like struggle with so many things, and I'd be like, hey, what level use your purifiers? And they're like, okay. And then they're like, no, they didn't work. I'm like, what level are they? They're like 3 or something, for example. And I'm like, you know, there's only so much. I mean, this whole game has, I mean, look at back in the day when you had the mega tanks. Yeah. They were the biggest fucking unit because they were hard as fuck to kill. And that's what a purifier is. Yeah, they lasted like fucking forever. That's basically what a purifier is. And
the sad thing is it took 90 days to upgrade them.
Yes, it fucking did. It took 90 fucking days to upgrade it. Oh man, there were the days, weren't they? Oh man, but still, it's a point that needs to be understood by Kickstarter, that they just targeting all the wrong things to focus on and missing the point, missing the good things they need to be focusing on.
You can reduce your repair times, you can reduce the upgrade times, you can do this, you can do that. But you got to get back to the fun of the game. You got to get back to thinking of, you know, it's not just a coiners game. It's non-coiners as well that do play. And, you know, for somebody that doesn't coin, it's almost impossible for them to go through the whole event. How many times do you have to go through the event? I think it was like 14 or 15 times just to get all your 55 tokens so you can get that unit maxed.
Yeah.
But they'll come out and say, well, you don't need to have it maxed. But by the way, we're not giving you any opportunity to max it for the next, year.
Exactly. So you end up having to spend all that time without having that unit at all.
Or at level 10. You may be able to get a couple of upgrade tokens throughout the event if you don't coin. But, with that being said, it's who has the time to sit here for
no one. That's why we're all quitting the game.
For 14 hours.
I already quit. It's great.
Exactly. That's my point. I mean, I've basically quit. I mean, I log in once a week or twice a week for like 20 minutes or some shit just to do my upgrades and do my 195 base that I showed everyone I did before. That's literally all I do.
And you played a grand total, how long for the event?
I don't know, like whatever you guys saw. And then I went back and I finished that tier. And then I got like another 100k in the event. I literally just did one tier plus about 100k XP. All I did was get the trophy and get the siege tech. That's it.
Yeah, that's about 1.5 times through.
Not even 1.5 times. It was like 1.25, if that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just giving basically 1.5, roughly. So
you shouldn't have to buy the trophy. It should be awarded. If you complete the whole set, you should get the trophy.
Yeah, I do agree.
Yeah, if you complete it, you should get the trophy. And then once you unlock the trophy, you should get that massive amount of XP for completing it a second time.
And again, that takes us back to the point. There is no sense of accomplishment when you play this game.
Yep.
And that's the biggest problem. I mean, unless you're PvPing, and that's the only real sense of some kind of accomplishment. But
yeah, honor, getting your honor for during your Warpath event.
No, don't get me started on Warpath. Warpath is no achievement.
No, well, for the lower levels, it's for the higher levels, yes. For the lower levels, no.
Even it's such an easy thing to do. I mean, literally, anyone that has trouble getting to 10k. Literally, all you need to do is go to your relocate, set it to the lowest population sectors, jump into those sectors, and hit everyone with your Herald and Phalanx turns, and you're good as fucking gold. You come up to a base that's got a bunch of shit in it, go to the next base. Ignore it.
For the peel, I'll trade you my level 48 base for your what level are you?
44.
Yeah, I'll trade you bases for during Warpath.
It's a lot harder for you.
No,
it's fucking enormous.
I know. I'm talking about the lower level players that just seem to find it impossible to do the shit.
Right. As I said, for the lower levels, it's a great thing. For the
It's
higher
not even a great thing. I mean, it's pointless.
It's
Like
easier.
it has no real benefit. I'm sitting on like 20 fucking blood thorium, and
I'm sitting on 25, but that's besides.
yeah, I'm like, what the fuck am I going to do with it?
Yeah.
I got nothing I really want to spend it on. I should probably max out my Ardra, but like, never.
You haven't done that yet, Mr. Purifier Man?
First thing.
Nah, mine's still at like whatever level I got it to after the very, very first warpath.
Just been the first one for you.
I haven't done anything else. I haven't used any of my blood thorium since that first warpath. And it's just out of pure laziness. Like, I literally don't play the game much, so it's not like I really care, you know? And that comes back to the whole point of this rant show. I mean, at the end of the day, Kixeye have dropped the ball, and they're doing useless things that have no... I mean, do any of you on the panel, when you do the warpath and you hit your 10K, do you really feel like a sense of achievement? Or you're like, finally, I'm fucking 10K, now I can stop this shit?
Honestly,
I do. I'm getting my fucking tokens, man. I'm getting my fucking
but
whatever.
Do you really feel like you've accomplished something, or do you just feel like, thank God that's finally over?
Well,
the ladder. Yeah,
I'd say both because I finally feel like I finally finished it after I actually thought I was going to quit, and thanks to Champ, he helped me out. But when you go through it, it gets very aggravating when you're having to hit really heavy bases and lose a lot more to complete it, to get up there, just to get 50 here and maybe 100 here and 25 here, and it's like you just creep 10,000's like really far away when you start.
Yeah, what level are you, Paul?
47.
Yeah, so you're in the same boat as Champ. It's
right.
just
we're running around hitting bases, and we're only getting 50, 25, 30. It was.
Dude, I was on the final hours during that warpath, and Paul. I think Paul, you were on a hangout with us, and
yeah,
I was on my last leg, man. I was just like, fuck this. I'm too tired. And then you were so close, and I just said, hey, dude, just fucking take my base, man.
My base, yeah. And he helped me get closer. I was going to quit at 6,000. He let me hit his base. I creeped up to like 8, and then the next morning, I had like an hour left, and I was like, I'm going to see if I can squeak out anything else. And I had to hit like another 50 bases, because at that point, I'm only getting 25, 35, 40, and that's up to a level 44.
But see, it goes back to my point. Like, did you feel like you really accomplished something, or was it just like, fucking hell, that grind's done, now move on to the next grind?
I said, both. Because when I got to the end, I was so happy I actually reached it, and then I was counting the seconds to make sure no one hit me until that last one, which someone did. And then on the other side, it was just like, what a grind it was to do that. It should be more enjoyable. Like, there has been events in the past where it's been fun, and they just haven't gotten to that part of fun anymore.
I agree. Like,
hopefully it will come back.
I've hated the fact that they replaced Onslaught with Invasion, because Invasion isn't as... I don't know about other people, but I found the Onslaught was a lot more funner and enjoyable to play than the Invasion has been.
Oh, it was when they first came out with it, especially they gave you a nice looking trophy, but
and they really made those last couple of waves really challenging. But
man,
challenging in a good way, not insanely impossible, but they were somewhat decently challenging.
Yeah, Invasion nowadays, I don't even stack the. I don't even try it really. I'll do it maybe I'll try it once or twice, and then I'll say, okay, that's good, and then I'll look at the leaderboard. All the fucking times are stacked up with the same fucking time,
right?
And
they're all like seconds apart.
Yep.
David, can you present Zach?
Yep, I can.
At least so that just so that YouTube can see something.
I just like to see the events go back to the beginning where they only use the units that we had and not units that we don't own or can't own to have to fight off.
I don't mind having, like using units that we don't have. It's like within reason. I mean, making stupid units like those nightmares that they use that have like fucking 10 million range. It was that was a bit taking the piss out of it.
I don't like going into a base, let's say an 80 or a 90 or 100 or whatever they're doing on the track, and see like a dozen hunters in the damn thing. I don't think that they should be able to overload or OP it to such an extent that we can't even do it on our own home base. They need to keep it within realm of reality. Otherwise, it just gets way too hard to do.
Yeah, they're way beyond reality with these fucking spiders and shit they're introducing.
There's like 100 spiders in some of the higher levels. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Look, I didn't have too much issues with the spiders. Those flying fuckers were just a fucking absolute fucking bitch. Let's be honest. Those flying shit were fucking horrendous. And like generally impossible to kill.
Yeah, now they jump.
But the jumping ones weren't too bad. Like
the jumping ones I didn't mind. It's the flying ones, or when you hit the big one and all of a sudden flying spiders come out of it.
The flying ones were just...
I don't like the blue ones. Just throwing it out there. Those blue ones are brutal. They're the little Draken blue ones.
Oh, yeah.
The
ones that kill your hair?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like them ones.
Yeah, those ones. And everything.
They were shitbags.
The ones that fire from a range, they were annoying, but they were you could deal with them. Those flying fuckers were just fucking...
I used the alkalites for those guys. And it worked pretty good for me.
I tried until mine decided they weren't going to move where I was telling them to move and just all died to that big fucking walking spider. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? A whole turn of them just died because they refused to move. And
what do you guys think of the Black Widow with the bees that fly around and shoot air?
Yeah, fuck those spider shit. They're fucking flying spider shit. Fuck them.
Yeah. I think the entire community is in agreement with the spider fucking...
Fuck flying spiders.
They suck. Okay. I think we all can agree on that.
Yeah. I think it was just a bit too much having them spawn at such a ridiculous rate.
It's I mean,
they need to move on.
Let's think like let's just think common sense here. What the fuck do these spiders have anything to do with the fucking war game in the first place?
I don't know.
I mean, what imaginary fucking dipstick came up with that shit, man? I mean, what the fuck? This is a fucking war. We're playing with infantry and tanks and like fucking killing air and shit. And then now all of a sudden,
see little Hitlers running around or something.
We got to deal with fucking alien spiders. What the fuck, man?
Yeah, Hitlers running around so we can kill Hitlers.
I guess, man.
Something.
Yeah, man. It's just like this game. It's called War Commander. Okay, so we got tanks, we got infantry, we got aircraft.
We have spiders.
Well, we have Widowmakers, so-called Widowmaker. Yes,
but that unit is so freaking old.
It doesn't matter.
Well, that's the stupidest unit they ever. That's probably the stupidest unit they ever came out with, man.
These spiders that we're facing now, that we're going to be facing again, this month and next month.
Oh, I really fucking hope.
Here's the thing, okay? We got through the worst of it. This last event was Sentinels only, and Sentinels don't have really anything that shoot fast. They don't have any fire fast, fire and move units to combat these spiders with. So that's what made it more difficult. That's what made people, like myself, not like this last event. Because I mean, you can go through your unit list, and Sentinels are the hard hitting hammer, man. They're the the big badasses that they shoot slow as shit, but they pack a punch. Now going up against these spiders with survivors, you walk all over them. Going up against these spiders with corpus, you got your phalanx, you're gonna walk all over them. So I mean, this last event put a bad taste in people's mouth because of the fact that the only units they could use in the faction track were the hammer, and that big hammer coming down leaves you open to get hit by shit, and it sucks because, like I said, I felt the same way. I hated it. This last event was just terrible for me. I just didn't like it. Usually I'll try and get all the tokens and get my unit maxed out right away. This event I just didn't want to play because of that reason. But then again, next month we're not going to have this issue because, like I said, we're going to have that fast firing unit to combat it.
It still brings up the point that Kickside just didn't they missed the point of us using Sentinel the Sentinel units. They know for a fact we don't have really good anti-air units, but yet they still made those flying spiders spawn not only in large amounts, but at a ridiculous spawn rate. And then they revive themselves, so you get completely inundated with these stupid trying to kill these stupid units. And it would have probably been fine if they were spawning at a more realistic or a more reasonable rate, but they were just such a ridiculous amount and such a ridiculous rate they were spawning at. It just made it way too much.
And like I said, I agree with you. But at the end of the day, like I said, the worst is behind us now. Sentinels are now done and over with this. I think going forward, and I hope that they actually listen and they care. But yeah, you're right that they spawned way too fast for the units that we had to try to kill them with. So I hope that they take that in consideration for the next one. I mean, all we can do is learn from it and move on. Adapt and overcome. That's everything in this damn game.
Snakes
would be cool.
What's your opinion about the spiders in general, Deeble?
What? I don't mind them. It's the enemy of now, right? You know what I mean? You can't keep. They got to keep trying to progress the story, so they have to keep things changing. But I mean, they don't really bother me. Yeah, it suck when they come back alive, and you're sitting right on top of them with something. Yeah, it blows. But I mean, they're not unbeatable.
Yeah, I know that.
I mind the first level of spiders.
The last event. Well, we were using survivors, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the last
Sentinels.
No, the first one. We were using survivors.
Right? Okay, yeah, survivors. Okay.
Okay, so when we were fighting with the survivors and we were running around with our technicals, it wasn't that bad. I mean, yeah, that was they just had introduced the jumping spiders, two events ago, but it wasn't that bad for us.
So.
Yeah, no. And it's like, I mean, yeah, this one, I wish they would have taken into consideration the units that we had and maybe toned it back a little bit. But, you live, you learn. And I'm sure that, with the feedback that they're getting, maybe they will. Maybe this next event, they're going to actually go through our unit list and say, okay, we can only use X, Y, and Z. So let's think about that while we're planning this out. And hopefully they make a really fun event. Because I'll be honest with you, when I was fighting the spiders with my survivors, I had a blast. I loved the event. It was fucking awesome. I played through it. I got my what the hell are those helicopters called?
Envoys?
No, not the Sphinx. The what are they? Envoys? Envoys? Yes, the envoys. I played that event. Got my envoys. Got enough tokens to max them out as fast as possible because I enjoyed the event. The event was fun. So, like I said, I mean, here's hoping that they pay attention and they gear it towards whatever they're looking at for next event.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, when this whole faction shit started in the first place, I mean, I said it from the beginning. I hate the fact that they're restricting what we can use. Because I'll be honest with you, I run around the map right now when I'm doing my PvE, stuff like that. I have Sentinel units, I have Survivor units, I have Corpus units all mixed in because each one of them has their strengths.
Yeah, you're never attacking a base unless it's the full tune of one item. But for the
correct,
most part, you're not. You can't do it. You can't just go in and say, I'm just going to use survivors to hit this base. It's not going to be the case unless it's all phalanx or all techs or
And that's the thing. I mean, most people nowadays are just swapping over to Corpus purely because generally, when you're attacking, you are just kind of using full Corpus, full Phalanx tunes and shit. So you kind of just try to take advantage of the fact that, you know, most of the time that is what you're using.
Yep. No. Well, guys, I think it's time we honestly wrap this bitch fest up.
I just want to put it out there that I didn't bitch pretty much that much at all.
No, you didn't bitch that
Fucking
much.
kick Debo out for not ranting on the rant show.
But with that being said, guys, I know we put out a lot of stuff for Kixeye to look into, chat stuff, the new items that have been introduced into the game or will be introduced into the game.
I personally heard you say the word bitch.
Thanks for joining, Skip.
Damn.
So,
I just wanted to say hi and goodbye.
yeah.
Hey,
But-
Skip.
But with that
Nice,
being said,
Skip.
so I want everybody to give out some decent shout outs. All right. I know you may not like the game as it is right now. You may not think the game is turning around correctly right now. I'm going to give it a little time, but I'm going to put this out there. This will probably be one of the last shows that I am going to do. It is with a sad heart that I'm going to say this, but at this point, I'm going to try and get a couple of the Kixeye guys on for our last show. It will be a closed panel for that one. I want to see if I can get the state of the game out of them, if that be the case. But, I mean, with the way the game is going, it's going to be hard. And it's hard for me to say that because, as you all know, I do this for you guys. I don't do it for anything else. I enjoy playing the game. It's become a chore. It has become a second job, in a sense, with how to play and how to keep up and with all the new stuff coming out and what is going to be implemented. Even though we say don't implement it, we all know eventually they do implement it. So I'm going to leave it at that. So, Champ, your final shout-outs.
Yeah, thanks, Dave. Thanks for hosting the show, man. Thanks for inviting me to and sending me the link here.
You're always Champ, you know that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm getting bored. I'm getting bored with the cheats and the these ideas, but you know, I try to remain optimistic, and you know, hopefully it'll move in the right directions. And they'll move the ticker a little and listen to us a little bit. Hopefully, they should put a poll about the PvP against the tunes. I think it's a totally crap idea. I think a lot of people, a lot of players agree with me on that one. You guys are great. Fucking shit, dude. What else? What else? Shout outs do I have? You guys on the panel. I don't know if I should tag up again. I'm just so disinterested. But hey, if anybody needs a good player, I'll join the clan, man.
Thank you, Champ. Debo, your shout outs for the night.
Thank you, David, for putting on the show. Apologize for not being here on time.
It's all right.
Everybody in YouTube, everybody on the panel, you know, don't let this BS get you, man. You know, at the end of the day, you know, everybody here still plays because they have fun. As much as you want to say you don't, it's a fun game. You enjoy smashing people. You enjoy upgrading your shit, you know, and try to keep it fun. That's, you know, the number one thing. I agree that there's people in the game that bother us and, you know, this, that, and the other, but, you know, at the end of the day, fuck them, man. Just do you, have fun. If it's the politics, stay out of the politics. If it's this whole new PvP thing, man, at the end of the day, you know, adapt and overcome. I think it's stupid. We all kind of agree on that, but we'll work with it, and we'll ride this ship all the way down to the bottom of the ocean. So, with that being said, good night, everybody.
All right, Peel, your shout-outs, please.
Oh, sorry, I was busy catching a new long neck Pokemon.
I thought you were busy eating chicken. Making me
I want
freaking
a chicken wing now. I want a chicken wing.
Look, shout out to the community. You guys, I mean, you guys all know we're all in the same shit together. Kixeye out there, if you're watching, like, honestly, just take us up on contact us and allow us to help you to try to fix this game and honestly make it better. If you really want to see this game flourish and go the right way, look to contacting us and work with us to try get some kind of something working together. If I know you guys are kicks I hate me, but whatever. We're here to try to help. If you don't want to take it, take us up on that, then whatever. GG. Rest in peace, game.
All right, Rambo, your shout-outs.
Well, a lot of true stuff. Same as everybody. Shout out to the panel here. Glad everybody's here, and all the people on YouTube that haunt us, but they also help us, and they also come up with questions. Come up with things that you guys want to see, or get out to Kixeye. Hopefully, they'll listen to some of the stuff that we're talking about. But if they can even listen or utilize 10% of what we're saying, the game can be so much better. I know it's in a refix mode now, and they're trying to catch up and get it all put back together from the hack it was all before. But, there's just so many other things in there. And the priority list, I think, is just maybe not in the right priority. But hopefully they'll just move forward and get things done like we need to have them done. Yeah, even the forums, put them on the forums, the things you want to do. Let us tell you what's going to work, where the priority should be if you don't know. And if they can do that, the game will succeed. But right now, it's a struggle. There's boring times and there's good times, and we just keep riding the wave and hoping there's something better on the other side of the fence. So, thanks, guys.
Thank you, Rambo. Thank you. And Zachary's shout out for the night is shout out to the panel for having him and to YouTube. So my shout outs tonight, as they may be, if I can get Kixeye on the show, so be it. If I can't, so be it. But my final saying for that would be if I can get them on to give us a state of the game, would be great, and I will make my decision on continuing to do this show or not from there. It's a sad thing for me to say that because I do enjoy the game, but it is getting old. It is getting repetitious. It is not getting fun anymore. You have coiners that are no longer coining. You have people that are quitting because of a lot of the stuff going on in the game as of right now. I'd love to see Kixeye make this game fun once again. I know you're not going to slow down on the content at all, but it is something to think about, maybe slowing down, going back to events every 2 months, every 3 months. Give us time to get our units, give you guys time to work on the code and fixing some of the things that truly need to do and fix. So shout out to the panel for everybody that came on tonight, those that came and left. A big shout out to the Immortal One and a big fuck you. Skipjack, we love you. I'll give you guys props out on Kixeye in Discord for working with the players on fixing some of the issues they have. Fuck you. I know you had issues with the event. I would honestly try to get with one of the CMs and see if they can help you. I know it's not much, but it is worth a shot for you to try. For those of you that don't have support, get on Discord. There's always a mod on there. During Kixeye time, there is a CM on there. Granted, you got to give him some time to get to the PMs because he gets a lot of them. With that, I'm going to thank everybody out in YouTube for watching tonight's show. Even though it was a bitch fest, a lot of the stuff needed to be aired out. So, with that, everybody keep a positive note on the game. Play it for what you want to play it for. Play it for your friends. Play it for your clan mates. Play it just to have fun. With that being said, everybody, have a good night and a good fight. We'll hopefully see you next week, same time. We're War Commander Unshackled. We're out.